It's that time again. Welcome to CramTime. Welcome to another video. Today, we're going to be doing a tier ranking of AP classes, and I'm going to drop a class that you should never take. We start right now. This video is going to be part one of a multi-part series, so that being said, let's hop right into it. So I'm going to start by ranking classes that are usually taken in a freshman or sophomore year of high school, and we'll go from there. So the first class that I wanted to talk about is AP Human Geography. Now, as a senior looking back on the class, it seems very, very simple, but since it's your first AP class, the workload is different. The difficulty is something that is fairly new to a student. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a lots of work, easy grades kind of class, because it was not too difficult, and in hindsight, it was one of the easiest classes, but in the moment, it was quite tough, lots of work, but easy concepts to understand. So all in all, a good class to take in your freshman year. The next class is AP Psychology. I would also put it in the same category, lots of work, easy grades, because the content is interesting. That's a plus point for sure. When the content is very interesting, it's much easier to absorb this knowledge. And since it's a lot of work, but since it's interesting, the grades come easy usually. And of course, this is not including good or bad teachers, which have a very big influence on the class. So always do your research on teachers when you're choosing classes, but that's how I'd rate it objectively, excluding teachers. So the next class is WAP, which is also is normally taken sophomore year. And WAP is also a lots of work, easy grades kind of class. But again, these three classes are essential. Almost every high schooler that is taking AP classes will take these classes. So just keeping that in mind, it's a very good idea to take these classes. And yeah. So the next class is I want to talk about is AP Biology. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you to never ever take AP Biology unless you have to, if you want to go into the medical field. If not, avoid it like the plague. It's confusing. It is I can't even get started. And unless you have the most marvelous teacher ever, you're going to spend most of your time learning from Bozeman science videos instead of actually learning in class, because the content is very difficult. There's a lot to learn, and there is so many ways a teacher could be horrible in this kind of situation. And then finally, the final freshman sophomore split kind of AP classes, Physics 1. Lots of people take it their junior year. I personally took it my sophomore year, and it was a hard class. But I would say that this was very much crammed the night before, regurgitated onto the test kind of class. So I would go ahead and call it a little work, tough grades kind of class. And I just want to put out a disclaimer. This is a video about the AP class itself. So I consider factors like how easy it is to max the class. But this is not speaking to the exam, because in that case, Physics 1 is a completely different story. And the same thing for Bio. So keep that in mind. Stay tuned for the AP test ranking videos that will be coming out soon. But this is what we have for now. And again, quick review. If you are coming into high school now, most every freshman is going to be taking AP Human Geography. And that's usually it. And if you do have more options, you can take Psychology or Physics 1 or Bio. And just a pro tip, you don't have to, by state law, at least in Texas, you don't have to take human geography and world history to graduate high school. So if you want, you can take just human geography and then skip to a different history class that's required, or you can take just world history and skip to a different class that's required. But you do not have to take AP world history to fulfill any requirement to graduate high school. And that's the part one of this video. And let me know if you like the video, and I will produce the next two parts going through the rest of the classes. Thank you. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video and if it was useful to you, check out the rest of the videos in this series. Also, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit the like button on this video, and I will continue to be making amazing content for you guys. Thank you, and stay safe.